5 MLB picks today, Saturday, August 9th. It's Myguyknowsaguy, and welcome back to my sports betting predictions channel. Let's continue. My first pick comes in the game between the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins tonight. I'm betting on the Royals money line at minus 118 odds to win a half unit. We have a pitching matchup today between Noah Cameron of the Royals and Bailey Ober of the Twins. Now look, the Twins have been streaking recently. They've been exceeding everyone's expectations, but today's starting pitching matchup gives the Royals a significant edge. This Royals team is still in the hunt for an AL wildcard race. Starter Noah Cameron has played against the Twins this year. He only allowed one run in 6 innings of pitching. He only allowed one run in that game against the Twins in just over 6 innings, but this is a substantially different Twins lineup. The Twins, Bailey Ober is starting, and this Royals lineup today has had a ton of success against his current pitch mix. Players like Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, Kyle Isbell, Nick Lofton, and Salvador Perez all project well in today's matchup. Twins bullpen has an ERA of 5.21 over their last 10 games. I'm expecting the Twins to regress a bit today. They've exceeded expectations, as I said before. My model gives the Royals a 61% chance to win this game, so I grabbed them at minus 118 odds. My next pick comes in the matchup between the Cleveland Guardians and the Chicago White Sox. We have a pitching matchup between Joey Cantillo of the Guardians and Sean Burke of the White Sox. These two teams have been trending in different directions recently. The Guardians were rumored to be trading Steven Kwan and their closer Emmanuel Clase, but they decided to keep their team, and they've actually been hot recently. They're only a half game back behind the final AL wildcard playoff spot at the moment. You look up and they're only 6 games behind the Tigers. When you look a bit closer, these odds are a bit suspicious to me. This White Sox team has been hitting very well since the All-Star break. They're actually top 5 in the league in overall hitting efficiency since the trade deadline. This White Sox lineup has scored 108 runs in their last 20 games. The bullpens are also a big factor in this matchup. The White Sox have a bad record overall this season, but their bullpen has actually been playing really well over the last 20 games. We saw that yesterday when the Guardians scored 9 runs in the first 4 games against the White Sox on Friday, but they failed to score a single run for the rest of the game. They finished that game with those same 9 runs. I actually think the White Sox will win this game. This won't be a very popular pick, but I did bet on the Chicago White Sox money line at plus 115 odds. I risked a half unit. My next pick comes in the game between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm betting on the Cubs money line at minus 115 odds to win a half unit. We have a pitching matchup of Colin Rea of the Cubs and Andre Pallante of the Cardinals. Pallante is allowing home runs at a very high rate this season. He's also walking batters at a rate that exceeds league average. This Cubs offense has struggled recently, but I think this is a favorable matchup for some of their power hitters to get back on track across the board. Cubs money line minus 115 odds. My next bet comes in the matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Texas Rangers. We have a pitching matchup today of Jesus Luzardo and ace Jacob deGrom. 2-time Cy Young winner Jacob deGrom has an ERA of 2.8 this season. He's one of the best pitchers in the game. It's been that way with deGrom for many seasons now, but deGrom hasn't been as solid over his last 2 starts. I think he gets back on track today. He has a very high ground ball rate that could frustrate this Phillies lineup today. I'm very high on the Phillies prospects to win it all this season overall. I just think we're going to see a heightened sense of focus from Jacob deGrom after his last 2 starts. And also Luzardo, who's pitching for the Phillies today, is a solid pitcher, but he's been inconsistent this season. And I think some of the power hitters in the Rangers lineup, particularly Marcus Semien and Adolis Garcia, project very well in this matchup. The Rangers have been involved in some pretty close games recently, but their bullpen has been lights out since the All-Star break. My bet in this game is the Texas Rangers line at minus 135 odds to win a half unit. My next bet won't be very popular. It's coming in the matchup between the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. We have a pitching matchup of Reed Garrett of the Mets and Tobias Myers of the Milwaukee Brewers. One could argue that this Brewers team has been the best team in baseball this season. They're currently on another 7-game winning streak, and their bullpen has been lights out this season. But my bet in this game is predicated on the pitching matchup. Milwaukee recently called Tobias Myers back to the majors after a recent stint with their AAA Nashville team. He was a full-time member of their pitching rotation last season, but he only has 8 appearances in the majors this year. Across those 8 appearances, he only has 19 strikeouts. The Mets are starting Reed Garrett, which indicates today is a bullpen day for the Mets. Their offense has ground to a halt recently. They're currently on a 5-game losing streak, but their lineup projects well against Myers if the Brewers decide to play him for 3 or more innings today. This won't be a very popular pick tonight as these two contenders are trending in different directions at the moment, but my model gives the Mets a 53% chance to win this game, so I grabbed them at plus 105 odds to win a half unit. I want to let you know that I've opened up my free Discord group for all live betting picks across every sport that I cover. If you want to join my free Discord group, the link to join is in the video description below. Subscribe to my channel now, hit the like button for me, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my upcoming predictions videos. It's My Guy Knows a Guy here on my sports predictions channel. Best of luck with all of your baseball picks tonight. I'll see you next time.